Cameras rolling, and action. Who is Marcus Scotney? Yeah, it's just like, why is Marcus Scotney? It's very philosophical for a Friday morning. Sorry, are we rolling?
Yes.
Oh, we are rolling.
We are rolling.
I am Marcus. I'm an ultra runner based in the Peak District in the UK, and I've been ultra running now for 11 years and have been fairly successful at ultramarathons in the UK. I've run for Great Britain 3 times. As a runner and as a successful runner, I've also struggled for many years with depression. And that depression has been fairly debilitating in my life, and it took me a long time to start drawing the comparisons and seeing how the running actually helped with my mental health. And especially with trail running outside. There's so many studies on the benefits of being outside and mental health, with what the colour green does for our mental state as well. So one of the things why I think running is so good for mental health is, one, it gives you opportunity to disconnect. And we're so connected into the world at the moment. You know, there's so much vying for our attention. And when you go for a run, you can hear your footfall, you can hear the wind blowing, you can really, just focus on the scenery and the trees around you. You can listen to your breath. And those sounds around you just completely take you away from so much of what's going on around you. It is so uplifting. And racing gives you that opportunity at times to be so disconnected as well, because in a race environment, for that time, even if it is a 12-hour, 20-hour, 8-day race, you are just focused on that race. You are focused on that journey from A to B. You're focused on getting to the next aid station. You're focused on getting up that next hill, coming down the next hill. And that is your focus for that piece of time. I think you have to weigh up why you want to win, or do you view that you can always win? Now, part of it is having that confidence, and when you've started to taste success, you become more and more confident, and that gives you the confidence to continue to push yourself in training and see the boundaries of where you can go. And I don't think until you really start racing and putting yourself in different races that you maybe start developing that confidence. So Cape Wrath was a revelation. That was the light bulb moment where my mind was just like, how the hell did I manage to run for 8 days in that state, and every day wake up and just go, I'm going to push today. I'm going to push how far I can go, even though you're tired and fatigued and you've been running for maybe 6 days. But that was the one time when I came back and was just like, right, I need to work out, I need to explore, I need to study, I need to read up on how I created that mindset. Or where did that come from? Why have I got that mental capacity? And you do have to be very able to adapt and adjust your goals or expectations in a race. And that doesn't mean you're failing. That's the other thing, because if you're not careful, you then think you're failing, and this comes down to that defining. What I define as failure is very different to how I defined failure maybe kind of 10, 15 years ago. And so if you've got that openness of, okay, anything can happen in this situation, this race, and I want to get to that finish, and if my time is going to be different than what I expect, that's okay. Again, if that confidence and that self-esteem is there, then it doesn't matter if you're not going to hit that course record or that time you initially set out, because anything can happen in a race. Just believing in yourself and not worrying about what those results actually mean to other people, and developing self-esteem, then when things start going wrong, you're able to deal with it a lot easier, and it doesn't then start dragging you down. You accept the result. So like with DNFing at UTMB, one of the world's biggest trail ultramarathons, I've very quickly bounced back. It's what it was something that happened which was out of my control. I physically could not carry on with the injury I had. And, you always have 2 choices, whether or not you sit and wallow on it and kind of allow it to really drag you down, or you go, this happened, I just need to move on from it. It doesn't define me. It doesn't change me for who I am. It doesn't affect those around me who love me. You move forward. Same with when I stupidly took the wrong turn in Costa Rica. and had gone all the way out to Costa Rica to do a 6-day race. In podium position on the penultimate day, and I missed a turning, running with another Costa Rican runner who knew the course, had run it previously. And we get to the end of the stage and we're told, you've missed a turning, you've missed a checkpoint. And you have the option of going back or to being disqualified. And in that moment, you're like, okay, well, it's only 5K, but Costa Rica's 38 Celsius, 80% humidity, we had no water, there was no water available for us. And I took the decision to be disqualified. And I was absolutely gutted, really, really cut up about it. But through reflection, through spending some time journaling, sitting on the beach in Costa Rica in Drake's Bay, which is one of the most amazing, beautiful spots in the world, you have those moments of reflection and you realise, actually, I'm in a good place here. I'm in Costa Rica. This doesn't change me who I am. This is just another story. It's just another part of the story of the runner I am. But there's something what happens within the brain. There's something in the mindset that continues to push on. Now, is this because of being on that journey? Because you want to get to the finish line, and when you get to the finish line, you know you've been successful. You've got something tangible to work towards, where so often in life, sometimes we don't have such a clear finish line. We maybe have some deadlines, or we maybe have some meetings or some expectations, but none of them are as deliberate or defined as a finish line in a race, giving you that journey. And I think with ultramarathons, you then start realizing that being put into that environment, into that situation where you are trying to get to that finish line, sometimes in the quickest time as possible, or just to complete that journey, it then gives you opportunity to explore, why did you have that mindset, or where did that kind of thoughts or strength come from? But because ultramarathons, they give us the opportunity to go and play, to explore, to do things we probably wouldn't normally think we're capable of doing. And that then gives you more confidence, more strength to deal with other aspects and areas of life. Internal monologue going on there. God, you're going to have so much to edit, sorry.
That's right.